that was a fight where he won the first 2 rounds, and then he ends up getting submitted in the 3rd. We talked about a tactical error that he made throughout that contest of shooting a low single leg with his head to the outside. He got away with it in the first couple of rounds because he was doing so up against the fence where there wasn't any sort of real estate to work with for his opponent to really snatch the neck.
Yeah.
3rd round, though, Navarez gets a read on it, and he goes for the same takedown approach in the center of the cage, gets guillotined.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, right, for him, but it's a learning lesson also because he was dominating the fight, but that's where you kind of learn, like, hey, man, until the fight is over, you need to stay sharp, you need to listen to your coaches. It was something his coaches were calling, but, you know, sometimes when they're young and they're in the fight, they're not able to make those adjustments. So I'm sure we're going to see a better version of him today here in the cage.
And just in case anyone at home was keeping track, we had our number 3 pole split. So Jordan Kurtz is going to win some money today. We didn't really choose how much, but he'll win something.
Maybe it's a lunch or a dinner.
That over,
nice
baby.
Dinner.
I love it. Hey, there's a dope pizza spot in this plaza. I'll be down.
So pizza's on Jordan.
Hey, where's Sammy? Where's our sponsor?
Right here. I got you. I'll grab him for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next bout is an MMA bout. It will be contested out of the flyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at already 126 pounds. He comes to us with that X on his chest, repping Factory X. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Seth Tumbleson! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at already 125.8 pounds. He represents Denver Modern Jiu-Jitsu. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Alex Rodriguez! Your referee for this fight, Mr. Tim Mills.
Okay, gentlemen, let's have a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. You've been instructed earlier.
It's a cold stare down right now.
Any questions out of the red corner? Gentlemen, touch gloves now for more.
Timothy Dice Mills, 3rd man in the cage here for our 3rd bout of the day at Colorado Combat Club 31. Just seconds away from those cage doors being locked and being in action here. Both fighters touch them up. Each fighter wearing a white kit.
Fast start from Rodriguez.
Rodriguez in the red corner with the ankle wraps. Tumbleson without from the blue corner. Trip takedown from the body lock from Tumbleson. Tumbleson works toward the back of Rodriguez. Tumbleson a little high, scoring some damage here.
Let's see what happened there. Okay, back of the head shot.
On the back of the head shot.
But you can see as soon as Tumbleson takes someone's back, he is attacking.
Yeah.
Very quick.
It was starting to get dangerous.
Yeah, and I mean, if we're being completely honest, that's a pretty shocking stoppage for any sort of penalty from Tim. Like, we've seen people literally almost die.
He staggered him with that one.
Big shots from Rodriguez. But Tumbleson jumped right back up.
Tumbleson.
You know, and you have to wonder, too, there was some frustration on Tumbleson's face. He felt like he found the air on that shot for them being separated in that moment.
Nice reversal by Alex.
Watch his neck.
He's got to watch it because this is how he got caught last time.
Yeah. It looks like it's popping out, maybe.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've had to have worked on that.
But Seth trying to work the reversal here up against the fence. Stopped a little bit here by...
Oh, nice knees by Alex. I believe Alex...
I was waiting for it.
Oh! Big slam by Seth Tumbleson. We might see a scramble here.
Yeah.
But Tumbleson has the wrist locked, working himself back to the back position. Look. Really uncomfortable right here from this spot for Rodriguez.
And he's got about a minute to work, so he's got plenty of time.
And he's really trying to hip in to extend the torso of Rodriguez. Resets himself down and is now trying to get his bite on the choke.
That's looking deep.
It's across the face, but that face crank is filthy at the same time.
Rodriguez doing a good job defending that.
But Tumbleson like a wet blanket to Rodriguez's back.
Yeah, man, he's got a good body lock on him.
That's tight.
That's tight. He's got to fight that top hand.
Short time in the round, and looks like Rodriguez might be able to survive it.
I mean, that's looking tight. He needs to fight that a little harder.
And it looked like Rodriguez in the last 10 seconds, his move was just do enough to alleviate pressure to ride out the 10 seconds.
Catch your breath a little bit.
We don't need to go for broke with the escape right now.
Yeah.
We just need to do enough to survive the round and get ourselves
next one. Yep.
Exactly.
That was an exciting first round, guys.
Yeah.
Wow, the back and forth.
Yeah, and, you know, I still would love to see a replay just to know where exactly that strike landed because, you know, I mean, it's right here off of the post, so I can see directly where the placement of it landed. But again, considering that, you know, we literally saw him allow a fight to continue when a man's leg was snapped in half.
You never know.
He's trying to do better, Jordan. How are you going to knock a man for doing better?
I'm merely speaking on precedent.
Oh, shit. But to speak on that, that could be a fight-altering moment, right? You take the position away, he drops him, he almost finishes him.
Yeah.
So,
and a moment of learning right there also for Tumbleson, though, to know that sometimes things aren't always going to go your way.
Yeah, you could do everything right, and sometimes the refs could take things from you, right?
Ooh, big knee by Tumbleson.
Oh, nice low kick. I'd like to see Rodriguez
in on the single leg here, trying to switch his chain wrestling up off of the fence.
I don't think Rodriguez should try and grapple Seth.
No, he's doing a great job landing punches.
Now a little bit more on a bulldog.
Yeah,
and Seth able to poke himself out, gets to the back.
I feel like with a guy like Seth, man, you just don't engage.
Ooh, Seth has a standing arm triangle. Professor Scott Miller asking for a trip here.
That's kind of tight.
Oh,
losing it.
Gets his hand out.
Rodriguez is a tough kid.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez.
Big takedown. And that's the thing. Tumbleson is a tough, talented, skillful kid. You need to put someone in there who's not just going to break. And Rodriguez isn't. He's bringing the fight to him.
Yeah.
Tumbleson works himself back up to a turtle position. Rodriguez trying to work around to the back. Secures himself up to the hips. He's trying to get to the hips, but high, no hooks in. Tumbleson doing what he can to escape from this position of Rodriguez up top.
Got a bulldog in there. If he would adjust his forearm a little bit.
Wow.
Now he's just looking to be mean and gritty. Make it uncomfortable.
He's got about a minute left here.
Seth's doing a good job.
Tumbleson able to get his head out. Now scramble ensues. Rodriguez ends up in the half guard in the top position.
Man, both of these guys are so scrappy.
And I'm not going to lie, I wasn't expecting this kind of fight from Rodriguez, just seeing his mannerisms in the corner before the fight started. Boy, was I wrong. And I love being wrong sometimes.
Yeah, and I think Rodriguez is 2-0 in Muay Thai, so he does have a good Muay Thai skill set. But now he's showing off his grappling.
Yeah, and Tumblison's not an easy kid to keep down. Ooh.
Tumbleson working on a
Got
guillotine.
that
Rodriguez able to poke his head out. Tumbleson with a good job of putting foot on the hips, creating space, not allowing for damaging strikes. And Rodriguez just misses with that thunderous blow
That's
at
a
the end.
statement at the end of the round, though. Wow, this is a great fight.
Yeah, the matchmaking is on point. For
Wow.
Most likely on the official cards, but on our unofficial cards, I think it's fair to say that we're looking at 19-19
I think we are.
First 2 rounds here. First round going to Tumbleson, second round going to Rodriguez. I think that we're looking at now a third and final round to decide it all.
I mean, you could argue the first round because of the knockdown, right? That's the most significant thing to happen in the round, right? He did knock him down.
We could be at 2-0.
Yeah.
There is the chance that it could be
I
based
did
off
forget
of,
about the knockdown in the first round.
It was due, right? He reset the position, so it was kind of unfortunate for Tumbleson because he might have just rode that whole round out.
Yeah.
But because that happened, he knocked him down. That was the most
but
significant.
do you weigh one moment against multiple submission attempts, back right for 2 minutes of a 3-minute round? There's multiple factors.
We got to understand who our judges are. How the judges competed. Do they know what they're looking at? Thank God we just get to shoot the pail with our boys here watching the fights on cage side.
We got the best seats in the house.
It's a violently subjective pageant.
Yeah.
Well, you could tell the corner probably told Tumbleson, hey, you need to get this round right here.
Yeah, because you could be looking down. Wow, though. Rodriguez is impressing me a lot.
And the chain wrestling, though, of this scramble between the two of these guys. Now, in some of these, I feel like, we're looking at just a difference, too, of a couple of years of physical growth and maturity. Rodriguez in his early 20s as Tumbleson still being a late teenager.
Yeah.
Some of that is just grown man strength.
Definitely. And you can see Rodriguez just hits what he can. He's elbowing the thighs. Yeah. He's punching the body.
And there's a thing to be said to just hitting someone, no matter where it's at, is you're slowly chipping down the health shield. Yeah. You're being mean. You're being gritty. And if you just hit someone at any time, make it worth it.
Well, and you're scoring.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're just touching body, head, or you're following any sort of sequential order in that sense, you are scoring on the judges' scorecards.
And you're maintaining your position, right, without having a posture up too big. And
you're not getting reset. You're not giving the referee a reason to take you out of that top position.
From his last fight that we were commentating, right, to this fight, like, this kid has made some improvements.
Certainly.
Look at those elbows to the body. That is some vicious ground and pound.
Now, Tumbleson has to have a sense of urgency now to start to try to work out of this bad position. Because now Rodriguez is starting to get to his back. He's a little high, doesn't have boots in. Rodriguez scoring. He has the handcuff, but no boots.
Oh, another bulldog.
Back on the bulldog with a crazy, nasty crank.
That one's tight. Cranking. Good job by Tumbleson to fight out of it.
Yeah, he's just chipping away at him.
Rodriguez landing the ground and pound here from the top position.
Tumbleson had the underhook there, but with the cage, he just couldn't do nothing with it. He's stuck in between the cage, and Rodriguez here just getting pounded.
And Rodriguez is just being violent right now here from this top position and just riding out this final portion of this third round here.
What I like about Rodriguez is he's hunting for the finish the whole time. He's trying to get bulldog chokes, rear nakeds. He's just going for it the whole time. What a fight.
Wow, what a great fight. And having Rodriguez that makes an example of it's a fight. You say pageantry, a violent pageantry, but it's a fight. And if you're hitting someone and you look like you're out there with a purpose, it just makes it that much more beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is as you mentioned, in some of those spots where at times, you know, in MMA where it's a little bit more of a grappling heavy position or sequence, where Rodriguez really kind of separated himself was he was as violent as you could be in a lot of those spots within the given rule set. You know, he was throwing elbows to the body. He's mixing up some of those looks. He's throwing hammer fists to the legs, mixing his look up all the way through. So, you know, hey, in those moments, again, when we're talking about, well, you both have your grappling and control moments, but who is doing more in those times that is catching the attention of the judges?
Yeah.
I think that we probably look at a 29-28 scorecard here today.
Definitely. I wouldn't be shocked if some of these judges had it 30-27.
There could be the first round. You know, there is that potential. I do believe Tumbleson won the first round, but I will give Rodriguez the second too.
And even just as amateurs, this is a great matchup for both gentlemen. You know, you're not getting paid. This isn't going to affect your professional record. This is where you learn. This is where you find out who you are. And both gentlemen are very talented, very skillful, very mean individuals. They're both going to be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for these two warriors right there. My God, that was a fight. Your judges have reached a decision. Judge number 1 scores about 30-27. Judge Van Tine scores about 29-28. Judge Abieta scores about 29-28. Declaring your winner via unanimous decision. And fighting out of the right corner, Alex Rodriguez!
And we're here with our winner, Alex Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez. So I have to say, sir, I've watched you go through some battles and some hard times in this cage. It's amazing to see you finally getting your hand raised, man. What's it feel like right now?
It feels great, man. He's a tough kid. I just had to come out and want him more than him. I mean, he's very young and he's up from coming, so am I. It was a great fight.
Yes, I could just tell like you had more violence and intent than when you were coming out. And I've normally seen you, you're a lot more calm and you're a lot more cool and collected. It seemed like you had a point to prove tonight. Is that what was going through your head?
Yeah, absolutely. This just has to be a next step forward and a way to learn and get better, and just being out here is great.
Is there some people you like to thank in the house?
Of course, my coaches, my wife, my parents, everyone that's ever modern, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out today and supporting all the fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Mr. Rodriguez!